Hi everyone. Whew. I'm here walking to boot camp. It gets pretty dark now, so by the time I get home it's like 5:30, but last night I had a couple things to do, so I didn't make it in. And by the time I got home it was pretty dark. So but tonight I'm gonna make the effort to work out because on Saturday I'm working. Hi, House of X, how are you? I am actually heading to boot camp. Yep, so I decided just to come in on the live and do something. Yes, I'm walking pretty fast because my boot camp starts at 6 o'clock, a little after 6 most times. But I just wanted to check in. Hope everyone had a great day because I sure did. Had some wonderful customers. Met some wonderful, wonderful people. I actually met a lady where she goes to Morocco and she gives back to the community there in the rural areas. And they donate clothes and shoes and all that. And in exchange, the people there give them products to sell for their organization so that they can afford, to bring stuff back and forth to them in Morocco. So I thought that was a great idea. Similar to what I'm doing, good night, to what I'm doing in Ghana, actually, that I sponsor a lot of young artists by selling their artwork, and they can make an income from that and also take care of their families. So as we're in the holiday season, not only the holiday season only, but we should find ways to make our communities better by finding ways to uplift our communities and our young people, and helping them to craft their skills so that they can be independent and they can open their own businesses and enjoy the things that they love in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one of the things. Yesterday was one of those days I went actually to um, I actually went and bought some paintings with my mom, to get some wall art and everything like that. So after we got the wall art. I do not have a car, so I usually take Uber sometimes when I have a lot of packages or things. And upon taking Uber, my driver ended up being someone who is Hispanic and only speaks Spanish but doesn't speak English. And it was quite frustrating because the both of us could not communicate. He didn't understand English. I knew little Spanish, even though I took Spanish in school. So, me being who I am, I actually entered the store and find an associate who spoke Spanish and explained to him. But despite that, this man had a communication problem. He did not know how to read a GPS. He did not know directions. And I could understand his struggles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really, really understood his struggles. I mean, in the moment, I was upset. My mom is a little upset because we want to get home before all this traffic. Hey, Fredo, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, so despite everything, we eventually got into the Uber. And I started thinking about like, wow, here was this gentleman. I could have actually went on Uber and wrote a bad report about him, but I did not. because as a human being, I was just thinking like, here's someone is an immigrant to a country just like me. I was once an immigrant to this country. I did not have a language barrier, but I had to adapt to certain things in the United States and how they did things. So I became compassionate towards this human being, about the language barrier and everything. And despite that, I still gave him 5 stars because I knew he had a family that was depending on him to bring home a salary. And I didn't know what his situation is because in COVID, he probably have lost his job or couldn't find a job because of certain circumstances. Driving Uber is the only way for him to provide for his family. This is just me talking to myself internally to make sure make the right decision, you know? And after he dropped us home, I said, thank you, Papi, and he said, okay, Ma. And when I got home and we're sitting at the table, me and my mom started laughing. And I was like, why are you laughing? She's like, I can't believe this man doesn't speak English, but he doesn't even understand Spanish either. And he's Spanish speaking and he doesn't know how to follow directions on a GPS. And she looks at me and she said, I hope you didn't give him a bad rating. I said, no, because I understand. And this led me to a video I was watching on YouTube. It's somebody I follow, and I think Watson, you probably know them. I forgot her name, but she does a lot of inspirational stuff, And she was talking about being humble, and she was one of those people that came to thought when I listened to her video, and she talked about being humble and putting yourself in someone's shoes. And that's what I did last night. I put myself in that gentleman's shoes as an immigrant to this country. So sometimes we have to have a little patience, and it's okay to learn another language because I am bilingual myself, and it's just that I was educated here in America and I learned so many things, And I want you guys to be a little patient with each other and listen, because it's a struggle, because this man was struggling trying to get to the spot where I was, and I was also upset the fact that I'm standing there for 20 minutes, but I had to realize that he is trying his best. Like Shy, I think her name is Shy Sybil. I follow her. She's a new YouTuber. And she put this inspiration video where she says, she's using quotes from Martin Luther King. And it says, you don't have to be the moon. You could just simply be the star. You don't have to be the star. You could simply be the moon. And that is what you have to be, what you can be to the best of your ability. You can't be anything else. And this man was just trying to be the best Uber driver that he can. And through experience, he's going to learn and he's going to get better. But we just need to be a little more humble and a little bit more patient. And I thank those YouTubers that I watch, daily, and I support their channel. They are inspiring people on a daily basis, because I know yesterday their videos and their inspiration came to mind when I had to make that decision. And I'm glad I made the right decision, because this gentleman still has a job and he still can drive Uber. You know what I'm saying? And maybe one day when I meet him, maybe he will be speaking English much better, you know? But that's what life is all about. So I'm going to run here to boot camp, and I want you guys to have a wonderful evening. And when I get home, I'm going to check some of you guys' videos. Make sure you guys check out my video. I have one behind the scenes with my mom with tea time. I know you guys enjoy seeing her. So I put a little behind the scenes uncut video with her before we videotaped on that particular day. So enjoy, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. HOX, man, thank you. Watson, Leo, you guys are the best. All right, take care. Have a great evening. All right, take care. Bye bye.